Yo, no recording shit.
That's how we have to do the show.
No recording shit.
At least you can edit it.
All right.
You
Welcome to. Wait, I can edit any of this out. We can be talking. None of this matters. We're not live. Welcome to the, what is this, episode 7 of Boston's Big 3, presented by Ride the Wave Media, sponsored by 10100. 10100. I'm sure if you watched Babs ramble on by himself last week because of some technical issues, that was totally not my fault. He talked about 10100. They're a great company. They work with us closely. Good friends. Great pals. 10100, I don't have the ad read in front of me. This is awkward. 10100 is the only online raffle website giving fans and experience seekers a chance to win tickets to live sporting events, concerts, music festivals, and more. Whether it be from your desktop or mobile device, winning tickets to your favorite event has never been so easy and fun. Choose your desired event, purchase a raffle ticket into the draw, and you can be the lucky winner. Packed house today. Last week we were supposed to have Hag on the show. He had a bone to pick.
Who hired you?
He had a bone to pick with us.
Who hired you?
Who hired me?
He gave us a bomb.
Dude, who hired the Slender Man looking motherfucker? Who hired him?
I mean, Babs, you three were the first three who started this, so you guys are responsible for bringing me here. You should have done a background check.
First of all, the background that you have in the back, buddy, that's the most creative thing you ever did for the whole fucking company, kid.
Creative thing, bro.
Behind you, that's it.
Bro, y'all a bunch of fucking wannabes, dude. You see this? See my boy Arnold right there? You see this? You see this? This is to show you that I'm the muscle of this company. You guys are all just clowns. You two are the biggest clowns of this organization. You're bringing us down. You are bringing down the vibe, man.
I think you're taking the same shit that Arnold took, but you fucking put it into your brain. Bro, you see Tyler's pretty boy face? That's what makes you money, boy. You see young Gronk's fat ass, his plus-size model career is taking off one day. You see my mouth, bro? It's going to make you a millionaire, so just stay in your lane.
Yeah, bro. Yo, my guy, like, you're not going to make millions off of the words we out here. It's not going to happen, bro. Listen, I don't know why you think you're New England's Dan Blazarian or whatever, whoever it is, but you're the biggest wannabe out there. And then Babs, you are the biggest wannabe out of all three of y'all. Dude, you think you're Portnoy, Prez, same people. You think you're Stone Cold. You think you're the next Patriots mascot. Like, this kid thinks he's everyone out here. Young Gronk, he thinks he looks like Gronk. He really looks like a buffoon out here. You guys should be Boston's biggest wannabe three clowns, dude. I don't even know why I'm on here. I'm wasting my time. I have other important shit to do. My goodness. Hey, GRD, don't you think it would be a good idea? We dress up in taco costumes and we fly all the way out to Vegas.
Hold on. This is going to do who made an arts and crafts poster for this show. You obviously wanted to be on the show, so you went to the dollar store and made an arts and crafts.
We're digging deep tonight.
GID goes, Babs, don't you think that somebody might confuse the meat on that costume with the meat on you and bite you? We out here. Let's do it. That's all I gotta say, man.
Do I get time to talk?
Yeah, the floor is yours, dude.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. Because first of all, Hag, could you carry a podcast for 50 straight minutes uninterrupted? By yourself? Oh, I want to be in charge of lifestyle. Oh, I have all these ideas in my head. You haven't even done anything yet.
Oh,
you haven't even this is your first time doing something. We've been here since like April, and we've had this idea flown for years. No, don't interrupt me. No talking in the background, okay? That's number one. Number two, oh, you think you're something. You think you're the Dave Portnoy, this and that. You know where I was this past weekend? I was at the Ty Law Hall of Fame. Oh, look at that. I'm sipping right now. Look at me. Sipping on a Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's only 350 Hall of Famers, Pro Football Hall of Famers. I was out there. You're just mad because GRD got the first invite. You're mad that T-Gun's out there acting up, sliding in, dancing around. You didn't get to enjoy that time. You know what, Hag? You can make fun of us all you want. We're out here making moves. You're back there sitting down, hiding under the blankets. You're like a keyboard warrior, just like everybody else out there. And you know what? Make fun of us for the taco costumes. We're going to be with Taco Fall next week. We're going to be dancing in our taco costumes. It's going to be a big hit. We're going to be all over the place.
And who's going to be right there behind you?
Taco Fall. He's there.
Me.
I was going to say, Taco Fall is going to take his 8
Our muscle.
Your boy.
Our muscle, because you're just going to be the lowest
muscle.
security guard.
Look
You're not
at
even be a co-founder.
Respect the idol. Hold on. Respect the idol. Me, I'm the muscle. I'm the brains. I'm the analyst behind this. I'm the one who keeps the numbers flowing, baby. Let's go.
You're the dude that has a shirtless guy.
Anyone can go down on Causeway. Anyone can go on Causeway and go, hey, let's blow Leaf fans around. Good content. Like, bro, yeah, your ideas are funny, but dude, at the end of the day, yo, who's got the business mind? Who's the analyst behind it all?
Tantran.
The muscle. The muscle right here.
T-Guns.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right, Gianni.
When's the last time you wrote a fucking blog? When's the last time you wrote a blog?
When was the last time you wrote a blog?
Hey, the team that backed
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, damn.
in the second round, the team the Bruins Warrior covered came in the finals. The team that you covered lost in the first round. You're the shit in the city.
This thing, not only that, their players' IGs are tapped. They always throwing out spam. They don't even got each other's backs on IG. You think they're going to have each other's backs on the field, man? Damn. Yo, I was rooting for them. They had a shot. They got talent. They got Dexter McCluster. Yo, they go 6-0.
There was some drama backstage.
They peak, boom, down. Not good look, bro. Got to keep the momentum going. I don't blame the head coach at all, though. He's a G.
We wouldn't know because we don't get any Pirates.
Yeah, because why? Because I write these blogs and nobody even reads them. So why even write them?
Because you don't share them, dude. We can only do so much as a company. Put it on the website. It's in your hands once the blog's taken.
Hey,
once
man.
the blog is published,
hey man, the team retweets, reblogs it.
The only highlight that I've seen of Hag in this company is when we were at the Teddy's team thing, and he says, "As you can see, we have the runners out there."
And it made the video.
and Wes just put it there just to be nice to him. He's like, "I'll be nice to you. I'll put this little."
Nah, yo, that's called skill out in the field, bro. That's why he put that there.
Yo, hey, how can you be the co-founder of the company, yet we go to cut our hair off for the kids with cancer? You already half bald. Why don't you cut your hair for the kids, boy? What the hell?
Boy. Yo, GRD, if you give me a couple. If you give me a
argument to make there,
couple
GRD, as in we didn't cut our hair either. The only one who cut their hair here was Babs.
Yo, you give me a couple hundo, I'll get fake hair. I'll get all the way down like Rico Suave, and then I'll go get it cut.
All right,
I got no hair.
Let's get into the topics today. Ty Law, Hall of Famer, newest Patriots Hall of Famer. Well, no, NFL Hall of Famer, not just Patriots. Babs, you were down there spiking with a Ride the Wave crew. It was who? You, West, T-Guns. Who else was down there? Dito, yeah. How was it? Talk about it. Floor is yours. Let's calm down the hostility.
All right, so
tell them what you did on my Uber account, you motherfuckers.
all right, that was not me. That's T-Guns, because T-Guns puked all over the Uber, and GRD got charged $150 for that. But
He wasn't even in Cleveland.
Well, GRD, we needed an Uber trip because we all ran out of money. We all been gambling at Jack's out there in Cleveland. But listen, Ty Law, Pro Football Hall, only 3 Hall of Famers now for the Patriots organization, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And it's absolutely, claps all around. But it was absolutely nuts to just be able to work with Ty Law over the last year and a half, to be able to be invited out to a party like that. That guy had it all that weekend. Champ Bailey was also inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Left his party Saturday night to go to Ty Law's party. That's how we know that Ty Law locked it down all weekend. Ty Law had one of the best speeches out there, both heartfelt and both with aggression, when he said, "We started this shit." That little thing, "We started this shit," is going to be a soundbite for the ages. And also shout out for Ty Law for his businesses. I mean, now that he's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, everyone's going to want to work with Ty Law. I mean, I could barely work with Ty Law. Think about anybody else that's just, a somebody that's going to be able to work with him. But it was an amazing weekend. I'm really thankful for his family to bring me out there. I was thankful to bump into a lot of people that I know. Thankful for GRD to supply some supplements for me to keep me going throughout the entire weekend. And, I wish I could relive it. There was a couple moments where I just stood back for a second and just soaked it all in. But just some funny moments, too. I mean, saw Emmett Smith, the owner from Amazon. Jeff Bezos was there. Michael Irvin walking out with 5 prostitutes. Lawyer Malloy, which we're going to get into, and I'll just say it now. Lawyer Malloy, the hothead of the weekend, just bitching and moaning because he's not in the Pats Hall of Fame, saying, I was the first guy to start that dynasty. It's just like, dude, Lawyer, you played for a couple seasons. And yeah, you were there. He's making a whole stink. He says Robert Kraft was trying to move the team down to Connecticut to Hartford, but he was using it as leverage for money for the town of Foxborough. And they used Lawyer Malloy as the talking point of it. And sure, Lawyer, like you were part of that defense, but guess what? You left. And all you do is promote Seattle Seahawks. And I told him that, and he was not happy with me about that. So although he gave a shout out to Dito and said his beard is luscious. That's a whole nother thing.
The biggest takeaway that I saw from your Cleveland trip is that you might be the worst dancer of all time.
Oh, the 2 left feet right there. I have no dancing skills whatsoever. If people who know me,
Matt Pirate games. Oh my goodness, bro.
I'm a terrible dancer. That's fine. But guess what? Doesn't matter how bad my dancing is. You know who I was dancing with? I was dancing with Ty Law's wife. All right. So it's not some random person. I was in there. I was in there with the family. I think Ty Law was giving me the eyeball, being like, yo, calm down, boy. Don't be coming sliding up on my wife like that.
Or he's like, who's this clown dancing next to my wife?
Or he's probably like, I'm all set. This white boy over there.
Wes could dance.
Wes had the cup. He was like dancing and everything.
Yeah, it was a prop.
You know what was cool is getting Wes out there. His boy Mike. Shout out to his boy Mike. Mike just got a coaching job, by the way. Breaking news out in North Carolina, and it's gonna be living with Wes coming up. And T Guns was out there too. It's a great time that they all get to go out there. See you later, Corey. He just left the chat, but it was a great. it was a great time to. I
already knocked one down. See that? One down.
He's tired. He's just sleeping. He's like, I don't want to listen to this guy rant and rave for another 50 minutes straight. But you know what? The Ty Law thing is cool. And like I said, the next Pats Hall of Famer is going to be Gronk if he stays retired. I mean, Ty Law has that lockdown. I don't see anyone else in his era that's going to end up getting it, except for Brady, technically. But just a great. He's not going to. So you have like Rodney Harrison, you'll have Richard Seymour, you'll have probably Teddy Bruschi as finalists. They're not going to make it, dude. It's very, very tough as is. And like we're saying, next year for the Hall of Fame, I believe they're allowing 20 people in, 5 modern era, 10 seniors. 10 seniors would be pretty much prior to 2000. I think after next year's class, they're just like, that's it. We're going to modern era only. We're not allowing anybody else after that. So, it was just an awesome weekend, man. It's just crazy, and I felt like you belonged there. Didn't like me? I like to wear my LeBrons. I like to wear cargos, t-shirt, look like a bum all the time, and it just felt like I'm going to someone's barbecue, like a family reunion. That's what it felt like. Got to meet a lot of great people from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, is where Ty Law grew up, where he went to school, high school, and it's only an hour and a half away. So he had his whole family out there, and that was great about it.
There's so many athletes that come out of Aliquippa. I like
Mike Ditka,
Pete Maravich. I saw a list. It was like a 10-person list, like all Hall of Fame people in this sport. It's crazy. Yeah.
You want to go have a kid? Have him at Aliquippa.
Yeah, or just don't live in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the worst state imaginable. Trust me. But yeah, you guys had a good weekend. What's something that you can say on the podcast that you guys didn't really document? Like, I didn't know T-Guns threw up in the Uber. That's a wild story.
Yeah, T-Gun threw up in the Uber. We didn't document this. I had a waitress come up to me, and she said that, hey, is that your buddy over there in the royal blue? And I was like, yeah. And like, we cut him off 2 hours ago. We've just been giving him cranberry and water. He needs to leave. And it was already 3:00 in the morning. And I went over to T-Guns, and T-Guns is, talking with his confidence is sky high. I have another story on top of this, but his confidence is sky high. I leaned out. I'm like, dude, we have to leave. Like, we got to go. And T-Guns, come on, man. Like, what do you do? I'm like, dude, we have to leave. The waitress said they cut you off like 2 hours ago. T-Guns shooting his shot at William McGinnis's wife. T-Guns went up to William McGinnis' wife and was trying to dance with her, and Big Willie was not having none of it. He was pissed off about it. I was not there for it. It's just what I heard. But Willie, I think, wanted to pound him down to the ground after that. And I mean, just the lawyer Malloy. We didn't really document that either, but he was pissed off.
Yeah.
So pissed off about the Pats Hall of Fame thing, and that was funny. And,
so you guys left there. You went to the Cleveland Browns training camp. See some Baker Mayfield, some OBJ. Heck, I have no idea what's in front of your screen, but
yo, what is that? We go.
This is a setup.
Cleveland Browns training camp. So we ended up going out there Monday. T-Guns hooked us up with some tickets out there. No OBJ that day. OBJ wasn't there. He was sick, quote unquote sick. They were off. He knew the Spike King was coming. He couldn't handle that. He's a Madonna. He can't handle the media. He knew the true media of the Spike King was coming out there with his Patriots belt, with his eye black, and he's like, I don't want to handle it. I don't want to handle it. I'll see you week 8. So he took the day off. It was hot as hell. If you can see here, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm like super tan and then super white up here because I wear my backwards hat. But everyone's hyped up. You know, I talked to a lot of the fans, a lot of optimism. There was only one person said they were going to the Super Bowl, and it was like an 8-year-old kid. He's like, yeah, I'm going to the Super Bowl. I was like, okay, kid, slow your roll. Most of these guys out there, girls and guys, are saying, we hope to win the division. They're optimistic. That's it, and that's cool. Everyone agrees the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be the worst team in the National Football League this year. Most agree that Pittsburgh's on their way down. And some agree that, hey, Lamar Jackson, let's see what happens in his
Trace
second
McSorley, that backup QB, is going to be a stud.
But no matter what, the optimism most of the fans are hoping, hey, we go 9-7, 10-6, and we make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, that's it. Everybody loves Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is a stud, and I cannot wait to break Cleveland's heart both in Week 8 and when Tom Brady retires and Baker Mayfield hits free agency and we pay Baker Mayfield and we bring him into New England. Thank you, Cleveland, for now holding another player like Bill Belichick as your head coach. The Patriots ended up getting him eventually. J-Mac, Jamie Collins, thanks for holding on to him. Josh Gordon, thank you so much. We just keep poaching Cleveland that we're about to poach Baker Mayfield. You're all going to fall in love with him. He's going to lead you to a couple playoffs, and then boom, he comes to Patriots, wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, Brady, he just got a quote-unquote contract extension. I don't even know what this is. So wait, I saw they gave him a 2-year extension, then that got redacted, then it became like basically a raise, and then now there's reports he's selling his house in Brookline. Is Brady out the door? This is like the most Max Kellerman take of all time, and I hate that guy. So I'm not going to try to dive too deep into it, but I don't know. Like we saw your Instagram post today, Spike King. We'll start it off with Hag because you need to catch your breath, dude.
I guess the contract, it is what it is. The dude got a pay increase. He's happy for this season, and I guess we'll see. I mean, come on, man. Like, what do you expect? He's 42. He's got to start that next chapter in his life. You know, his girl had his back for so long. It's only time that, you know, she starts doing what she wants to do and he's got her back. So, you know, I think if the right terms came and the right agreements came, yeah, you could see Brady back here for a second and third year. But we'll see. Time will tell. And also it's like, you'll see, like we saw with Kyrie, it was like halfway through that February point where he fell in love with Boston and moved on. So, you know, something could happen. There's always drama with these New England organizations. So something could happen where, you know, something pops off midway point through the season, and then next thing you know, Brady's like, yeah, I'm done with this place. You know, it's and now with the whole brand thing, dude, if Brady needs to establish his brand West Coast so he gets both coasts. Real talk, if he doesn't sign to the Patriots, I could see him in a Chargers uniform. I don't know why.
Go back home to San Fran.
Yeah, man. San Fran. If they do maybe a swap with Jimmy G, I doubt that'll happen. But I could definitely see him in a Chargers uniform for some reason. I have no idea why.
I think if he's done, he's not gonna go to a different team. I think he's just gonna call it quits.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too. I think it's just time to hang it up, and I think that's why he's a little bummed about this year. They didn't put pieces around him to try to win it, and it's kind of like how it always is. We'll figure it out as we go. That seems to be the Belichick way, and it works. So you can't really complain about it.
How do they not put pieces around him? They drafted a wide receiver in the first round, N'Keal Harry, and they got Damian Harris, another running back.
Yeah, but
Demaryius Thomas.
Sometimes those high prospects don't pan out like understanding the NFL way or establishing a connection with it. It's a whole different sport. Some of the beat writers talked about it. They're like, it's hard. His level of contact isn't there. He's still adjusting to the contact of the gameplay. So it's a lot of bump and run, dude. And he's going up against number 1 Gilmore. My take is N'Keal Harry will be good if he keeps on going against Gilmore, because Gilmore's good. You know what I mean? And when you play with people who are better than you, you're only going to elevate to their level. But I think there's still time. Like, we'll see. I think this preseason will be very important on some of these newer guys and some of the old injured guys who didn't make it last year.
Let me go back on topic here about the house situation. Okay, everyone's freaking out. You guys, calm down. What did Aaron Rodgers say? Relax. Okay. First of all, Tom Brady was living in California like a decade ago, right? And then he ended up moving to Brookline. He took that house out in LA and they flipped it, that they bought it for $20 million and sold it for $40 million. They come out to Brookline and everyone's rejoicing at that time, like 10 years ago. Oh, wow, Brady's staying in New England now. He's definitely going to be a Patriot for life. They take a house that they built together, lived there for a couple of years, and they bought it for $20 million. And they're flipping it for $40 million. This is just a straight up real estate move right now. With the market right now is so hot. This has nothing to do with Brady just leaving. And if you read in the reports, he's looking to move into like New Jersey or Connecticut. He's looking to move into that like suburb of New York City, which he already owns a Manhattan place. He pretty much is saying, hey, what's our next real estate move? Let's buy a place for cheap. Build it up, I live there, and then boom, you sell it for double to triple the price. I believe nothing where it's Tom Brady's going to leave. Yes, his contract's a little bit weird right now. And here's another thing that came out. If they let Brady walk next year, the Patriots have $13 million in dead cap. There's absolutely no way that they're just going to let him go and that they have to eat $13 million next year in the cap. This was just a move to get him to save money this year, but give him a bonus. It is so weird how the cap works, but guess what? The Patriots are geniuses. Belichick, more specifically, in the salary cap era to be able to handle things. Because guess what happened? Making this move this year, paying attention, just freed up $10 million. They have $12 million roughly right now in the salary cap. Guess who they can get? They can either get Trent Williams, the offensive lineman from the Redskins who wants to be traded, and we get him, or hey, hello, Rob Gronkowski. Hey, come back. We have the money to give you this year if you want to play. And again, Rob Gronkowski is only holding out because he doesn't want to do training camp. He doesn't want to do the preseasons. He doesn't want to do joint practices. He doesn't want to do the media. That guy could slide right back in, play 50% of the snaps. Yes, he can. And he could slide in and be right off to the Super Bowl.
His size, dude.
I don't think
when he retired, he became as skinny as I am.
Yeah, man. He's not training. If he was still training, I agree. He's just doing therapy at TB12. Like, come on, you can't stay in football shape.
How do you know he's not doing training? Just because he thinned out a little bit?
Dude, little bit. He lost 30 to 40 pounds, bro. He is leaned out, man. He's not big anymore.
This guy can't go on a binge for a month and just eat and just inject himself with a bunch of different supplements, and then all of a sudden he's big. He's big again?
Yo, I don't know. He could. He probably could. Who do we know? They probably all doing it.
This guy, instead of eating steak dinners, is eating scallops. Like, it's just like he's not eating. He's not bulking up to have that.
Scallops are leaner, my man.
I'm just saying, no matter what, don't look at the whole real estate thing. It's just a money move to make extra money. It's an extra $20 million in their pocket right now. And Brady has to keep playing. He has to keep playing at the high level he's at because of the TB12 situation, because of he's selling that whole, like, the pliability and whatnot.
Yeah.
The longer he plays, the more he's going to sell, because when he hits 45 and he's still playing at the high level he's playing at, people are going to start really, really buying into that. I said this. I thought originally it was a 2-year contract, and I thought that's what the extension was, like everyone else. And I thought that he would win ring number 7 next year and then say, hey, I'm going on a farewell tour. That's it. I'm playing out my final year. He goes on a farewell tour. That's so much money and endorsements in his pocket. And it's pretty much, if he comes out and says, I'm playing one more year and I'm going on a farewell tour, it's kind of a fuck you to the NFL, because they want to hold him down. Goodell wants to hold him down, whatever. You can't deny that. everyone's going to come out and they're all going to support Brady. Tickets skyrocket for every single game out there. Merchandise scales for all. That's such a money grab. That is such a money grab that I think Brady should do that. I think he should come out, win or lose, no matter what. People aren't going to care for his last year. If he comes out and straight up says, I'm doing one more year, and the guy sucks his last year, no one's going to care about that at all. Like Kobe Bryant. No one cared until that last game. He scored 60 points, and then everyone's like, oh, cool, even though he sucked the entire year. No one remembers that last.
That's all NBA decade team, Kobe Bryant. Hard Knocks performed last night, debuted last night. Featuring the Raiders. They're trying to find a smooth transition. We're just going to take a sharp right. Hard Knocks debuted last night. Oakland Raiders or LA Raiders. What are they? Oh, about to be Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah. John Gruden in the mix. Antonio Brown, Derek Carr, Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri was a big Raiders fan, apparently.
I thought he was a Pats fan, man.
I don't even know if this guy's a real human. Like, he could be anything. But yeah, debuted last night. Just kind of touch on it real quick. Biggest takeaways, really, Raiders are still going to stink. Like, just because they're on Hard Knocks, they're not going to turn the season around. They're still going to be bad. Antonio Brown decides he wants to do cryogenic therapy and just doing it barefoot and getting frostbite and his entire 4 layers of skin's peeling off. Not a good look. Derek Carr, not a great quarterback. Actually a bad one. Their running back, who is it, Brandon Jacobs?
They have the guy from Alabama they just drafted. That was their number 1 running back, which I don't have on the top of my head.
Yeah, I think it is Brandon Jacobs. And then who do you have besides that for receivers? Nobody, really.
They have Tyrell Williams, I believe, former Charger right there. He was he was originally the number 1 option until they got AB. So they pretty much have 2 number 1s on that team.
Well, I could be a number 1 option if I go to a terrible team. Obviously, I wouldn't be, but I'm saying just because you're a number 1 option doesn't mean you're the number 1 option.
Derek Carr didn't throw an interception for his last 12 games last year. Derek Carr's not a bad quarterback. Derek Carr was in the MVP consideration when it was towards the Super Bowl 51, and then he got hurt at the end of the year, and they ended up giving it to Matt Ryan. Derek Carr is not a bad quarterback. I like Gruden. And I
love Gruden. Big John Gruden.
I want to make this note because me and Hag actually watched Hard Knocks today before we came on here. And Ollie, the guy Ollie that they just cut because he was just not in it, and I guess he was in the last few. I love Gruden because he came out and said, "You know what? I don't want players on my team that don't want to play here. Let's get rid of them now." And they just got rid of them, and they brought somebody else in. Gruden is a no bullshit type of coach. I like what Gruden has, and Gruden's been studying the game. You could say, oh, he hasn't coached in 10 years. This guy is in the ESPN booth watching players, watching games, watching the X's and O's every single game, watching every single team.
Yeah, his special was watching film and taking it a quarterback in. It would be the Gruden QB room.
Yeah, the spider wide banana.
He watched film as an analyst for fun. Film's not fun. Film's never been fun.
No, but I like Gruden. I like what he's going to do. And I'm telling you right now, Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, LA Raiders, they're going to go to the AFC title game. They're going to be that surprise team this year because everyone's putting them down and no one's talking about them. And there's always that one team that comes up every year that everyone gets surprised, like the Jacksonville Jaguars, like the KC Chiefs, just those things just happen. Indianapolis Colts, they just end up coming up like that. And it's going to end up being the Raiders. It's going to end up being the Raiders this season.
Over under 6.5 wins. Let's make a bet.
Way over.
Let's make a bet.
Way over. Come on, dude.
Antonio Brown, no timetable to return. Nobody on that defense.
He's Antonio Brown, dude. If you watched it, even with his fucking feet being all over, and they were just he was still running at high speed. He was burning the backs. Even Hag was like, dude, how are they just getting burned on the line? He's just natural freak.
Okay, how are they getting burned on the line? Who are they going to stop on defense then? You're letting a guy with broken feet just torch you on the line. It's not all offense. You have Jared Cook as your number 1. Jared Cook or Tyrell Williams. Congrats, is your number 1 option.
Jared Cook's not on their team anymore. He went to the Saints.
Oh, so there's less of an option right there. I don't know, dude. I will bet you something.
Low key. Don't think about this too. Richie Incognito, which it's funny because when we were watching this, I was like, I can't believe he's still around. Richie Incognito, they said it. He went to 4 out of 5 seasons that he played. He went to the Pro Bowl. And he's on a 1-year deal. They have Trent Brown over there as well. They have an offensive line that can protect Carr and just get Brown open. Tyrell Williams open and they have a pretty decent running back, they're going to make moves on offense. Yeah, their defense. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I know nothing about their defense to really speak anything. Abram, that rookie that we were watching, that guy.
He's annoying. He's wicked annoying.
Yeah, but he's a beast. He's going to be a beast.
He's going to be like Rodney Harrison, man. He's going to be like a Rodney.
And Gruden likes him. And he's a Gruden grinder. He's a Gruden grinder. He likes that. So don't sleep on them yet, man. Don't sleep
5-11.
No, dude. They went 4-12 last year. They're gonna
little room for improvement. 5-11. What do you have them at? 16-0?
6 wins. 6 wins.
7-9.
Yeah.
They're gonna be carried by Antonio Brown all year. They're gonna come to New England.
Dude. He can't hold that much weight.
And Gilmore's gonna shut him down in the AFC title game. He's gonna get shut down, dude, because defense wins championships.
All right, let's make a bet then. Over under 6.5. I have under. You have over.
Dude, what's the bet then? Because I'll take anything you say.
All right, we'll think about it. We'll come back to it next week. We'll have to watch Hard Knocks and talk about it.
You can't do it right now on the spot. You can't make a bet right now.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna. All your bets involve tattoos. I'm not gonna get a Raiders tattoo or anything.
No, I'm just saying, you want to come out and make a bet.
Yeah, we'll think about it. It has to be a good one. It has to be something related to the show. I can't go off the top right now. I want to make it marketable and I want to make it funny.
Right now, if they get over 7 wins, so if they get 7 wins, you have to come on this show wearing a dog collar, dog ears, and you got to paint your nose because you're in the doghouse that week.
Hey, I just got out of that, man.
And you're back in it. Do
Not
you want to
yet.
do it? Yes.
Not until week 17. All right, what happens if you lose?
Whatever you want, bro. I told you, I'm that confident.
If you lose, hey, give me some help here. What's something that we want to see Babs do when the Raiders go 3-13?
Yo, if they lose, the next time he goes down to Gillette, he's got to dress in all Raiders stuff.
Just change your Instagram handle from the Spike King to Raiders something.
Raider Nation.
Yeah. You have to go to an Oakland game, get in the mosh pit.
Yeah, you got to start a fan page, New England Raider Nation.
Not even start one. For a week, you change the Spike King to, I don't know, the Raider.
You can sit on it no matter what you do because they're going to have 7 wins this season. So just get ready. Get your dog ears ready. Doghouse. Did you like that little thing I sent in the chat with the little puppies in the kennel? And I was like, oh, look, it's Dan and Tyler together.
I don't think I have bet Timmy Boom Sauce, but he wasted no time.
Timmy Boom Sauce, dude.
The episode wasn't even done, and I was already getting memed. Thanks for listening, man, but also, thanks. What else we got? That's all NFL. The Rich Paul rule came into effect yesterday. Did you guys hear about the new NCAA agent stuff? So a college basketball player can't hire an agent that doesn't have at least a bachelor's degree and graduate. I think it was 4 years of college, because Rich Paul became this successful, getting Anthony Davis, getting LeBron James, getting all of these people going around, Ben Simmons, and he didn't even go to college. And NCAA is the biggest scam, the biggest money-grabbing people. And they say, nope, you can't hire these elite agents. You have to hire some schlub that went to agent school. Or it was studied how to be an agent instead of the guys that have connections, that have success, that have these big-name clients. They want to work it underground. It's the dumbest rule. I hate LeBron James with everything in my life. But he came out right away. And I'm I agree with him, saying, this is terrible. Why would you do this? LeBron may not be the best example, didn't go to college either, or it could be the good example. I didn't go to college. Look how much success I'm having. So what are your thoughts on kind of the NCAA coming down with another terrible, terrible, terrible decision?
I was giving Hag the floor here if you want to speak.
All right, bro. My take is I completely support Dwayne Johnson on Ballers. NCAA is a scam. Profitable company who takes money from fans and only gives kids room and board and food, and half the time not even a decent education because they're so caught up in the sports. But yeah, man, whatever. It's just another loophole to.
Do you think they should get paid? College players? No, I don't think everybody should make the same salary. But if you are generating revenue, you're generating views. People follow along with the team, you should make a cut. I think there should be a base salary. It's not going to be anything crazy. $10K a year, something like that. That's 10 That's like 1 cent to the NCAA. You give each player $10K, barely puts a dent in your budget, but it has to be like D1, like D1A, not AA. That's not D1. And then the Zion Williamsons, the Vince Youngs back in the day, the Reggie Bushes, they get paid. They get money. Like everyone's getting paid, no matter what. Arizona pays all their players. I think you should make it legal. Like these people are making your school money. Would anyone care? Would anybody in the entire world care about Davidson if Steph Curry didn't go there?
How about the scientists, and how about those people that are some of the smartest at their school and they're going to make money for the school? They get no love for that. There's a lot of other people that should. That's why. Yeah,
but the NCAA is a separate entity that is directly making money from marketing, from ticket sales, from stadiums, from teams coming in. You don't see a science fair being on ESPN on 8:00 on a Sunday night.
Have you watched the ESPN Ocho tonight, man? I saw a
Tetris game going on right now. Like,
all right. But here's my take on all this. I mean, it's a very fine line and gray area. There needs to be a league created in America that is like supported. That instead of going from high school to the NCAA, you go from high school to an actual league where these players get paid. That's what I thought the XFL should have been. I think the XFL or some football league should be the guys that can transition from high school to an actual competitive semi-pro like league that people want to watch. Like it's like if you're a senior at Alabama and you can't make the NFL or whatever, you play in this league. Like there's got to be some sort of league that we can support that can be a transition to these major sports.
That's what basketball's turned into. Like I forget his name. Top 5 recruit this year's high school class goes to New Zealand.
Yeah,
LaMelo Ball.
They need to have. Yeah, and I thought LeVar Ball was going to end up doing something like that in America. That's what they need in America for basketball.
Right, yeah.
It's easier to do it here, I think, but it takes a lot of money to do it, and you need to compete against the NCAA to the point where if you're a senior in high school and you're really, really good and you're top of your class, you're like, instead of going to Duke, I'm guaranteed money. I can make money off my likeness. I can make money off of jersey sales, and I'm gonna go play over here. And then you could play there for a year and be like, I can get drafted to the NBA. There's got to be something. But you see that the NBA, what year is it? I think it's a year or two away. That seniors, you don't even have to go to college anymore, right?
Straight to the G League, yeah.
You can just go right. You can go right in. I think that's when Bronny actually. I think it was like a LeBron.
There's no shot he's going to college.
No. But I'm just saying that I think they changed it.
Yeah, they switched it for that year. So.
Right, for pretty much him. But there's got to be some sort of leagues that end up getting developed, and hopefully someone comes out there and does that. Even if it's a Big 3 league, and it's just these young kids, and it's just like the top kids all in the nation that don't want to go play for college because they know they can start making money now, go showcase themselves a little bit more, and they end up getting picked by the NBA.
I think in college,
with the JBA.
I think in college, what they should do is if you're good, and you can get endorsement deals, go get them. Because think about it. If I'm an Olympian and I'm like 16 years old swimmer, like I'm getting endorsement deals from Nike and whatnot, and I'm 16 years old. Like I'm still in high school.
You can't play college sport if that's the case either. That's why LaMelo Ball can't play, because he was making money off his likeness for a big ball.
And that's bullshit, dude. If you're making money off of you being a human being, you should be able to make money off.
Exactly. And that's what I think the NCAA should allow. And that's how the players should get paid. So then you're essentially competing for brands as well. So you get recognized and you can make it to the NBA.
College overall is just the biggest scam in America.
Absolutely.
Even if you go there and get a degree, you're wasting fucking $50,000 and you're putting yourself in debt because you're going to go grab a degree that's just a worthless piece of paper, because even when you leave there, you're still going to need experience and you still have to learn jobs and everything like that.
And I know
Such
people,
the biggest
and we know in our area people with trades who went to school for 4 years, a vocational school, got their license, and now they're making hundreds of thousands doing HVAC.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly.
That's what comes down to the moment of life.
I've always said if I could go back in time, I mean, I like where I'm at right now. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do. But if I could go back, I'd rather go to a vocational school and go learn a trade, because you can have side businesses and make pretty good money. I really wish I could have done that.
Well, my brother went to a vocational school around here, and the majority of people still go to college. It's like, you learn a trade, and then you pay all this money, and you never use your trade. So it's dumb. Like, if you're going to lean into it, lean into it. I don't know. College is stupid. I hate it. It's so expensive. All I do is work all summer, and I'm getting paid like 1% of my college tuition.
Yeah, you work all summer. You don't even work on us. I'm really upset about it.
I
need you to go to college. So
I'm a busy man. Yeah, once I get to college, dude, I keep saying it. But anyways, before I go to college, I'm interested in going to this Taco Bell Taco Fall autograph signing. Babs, speak about it real quick, as you and GRD are his closest personal friends.
Would love to hear GRD's take. Hey, GRD, what do you think? Oh, yeah, GRD. Yeah, you're not even on this podcast anymore.
I got you. Yo, man. Yeah, we out here. We gonna be chilling with Taco. You know, he's like 7-Eleven. Ha ha ha, 7-Eleven. I live right near one. You know, we out here. Yeah, man. You know, come out here. You want to chill with Taco? Nah, you come see GID. I'm out here. I'm your boy. We out here. Let's get it.
And all the 5th graders come flocking.
Jenny. Oh
my God, are you
Let's go.
That could not be more spot on for GRD right there. But you know what? Again, GRD and myself got invited out, but GRD did do a little legwork here. I love Boston sports at the South Shore Plaza. They have him locked up for the first, ever Boston signing, technically. And, the guy who's running it, I Love Boston Sports, said, hey, GRD, we want you out there with the Spike King. We want you in those taco costumes. I'm pretty sure GRD needs to give out like 5,000 tacos, because remember he made that comment saying, whoever likes this, I'll give a taco if this guy.
Oh, yeah, let's bring that back into existence.
He needs that. But that'll be a fun time. Screw Taco Fall. I hit you up, but I wanted to be the first one to have your signing. You should have did it with Ride the Wave. You shouldn't have done it with I Love Boston Sports. But you know what? I'll be a good sport. I'm not going to be that selfish. I'll still be out there and support you just because I want to be next to you, and I just want the clout. So it'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time next Tuesday night. And I know Hag will be out there. We'll have a couple people out there for Ride the Wave. And
wait, where is it? Tuesday night?
South Shore Plaza in Braintree.
What time?
7 to 8:30.
Trying to make my way out there.
You'll be there.
Yeah, I'll try, man.
All I know is this is another great opportunity for us to wear our taco costumes, because anytime they talk about Taco Fall, they talk about those taco costumes. They said, oh, he even had fans at the Summer League dressing up in taco costumes. Guess what? We did that, and then it's his first signing, and the Celtics will be there. The Celtics are obviously going to post about it because he's a big market. It's marketing. He's such a big marketing guy because he's so tall.
I know. This is what's going to happen, and I know it. They're not going to sign him, and they're going to just keep marketing him like Celtics, Taco Fall, Celtics. Do this with the Celtics, Taco Fall. We'll see it, man. Like, go play for, like, the Clippers.
No, he's going to be on the team for at least 1 year, the main Red Claws. Like, we'll be out there.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking about someone who's been on a team for just an absurd amount of time, Vince Carter. He has played exactly half of his life in the NBA, and he has to be the only one. The only player that is going to play in 4 different decades of the NBA. He was drafted in 98, played the 2000s, played the 2010s. This year he'll be in 2020. I don't even know what else to say. This is the Tom Brady of sports. Of basketball.
He does the TV12 method.
Yeah, the VC10.
And I think he only has 1 ring.
I don't even think he has a ring.
No, I think he does with Dallas. I think was it Jason Kidd? No, maybe he doesn't. It was probably Jason Kidd that got the ring on that time. He has no ring.
Kidd was on the Nowitzki team in 2011.
Yeah. That's sad. That's sad for Vince Carter not to have a ring at all, because he ended up playing for the Raptors, the New Jersey Nets. He played for the Dallas Mavericks and Atlanta Hawks. It's crazy to say that this guy just keeps balling out and gets on a team. Now, the Atlanta Hawks are a shitty team, and I'm sure that anybody could just go and join their team, and they'd be like, all right, you're all set. But that's crazy. If he plays January 1st, 2020, that's 4 decades right there that he played in.
I'm not even alive for his whole career. I was not alive when he was – I was born in 98. So my entire lifespan, Vince Carter has been an NBA basketball player.
But Vince Carter also was on the cover of like NBA Live 2000.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, right there. So everyone had that. Everyone loved NBA Live, man, back in the day. So instead of 2K, everyone loves 2K now. NBA Live was so much better than 2K.
The OG one.
Yeah, back. I had 2K back in the day, and I think Allen Iverson was on the cover.
KG
and you had to take,
all the...
you had to take your joysticks and when you're shooting a free throw, and you had to try to line them up, and you can never make a free throw. People don't understand the struggle of what 2K was, and it's funny because it was so shitty. But then you look at 2K football. Everyone loved 2K football more than Madden at that time, and they're disappeared.
Street ball was better than anyone else, like NBA Street. NFL Street.
NBA was money. Blitz was good too.
Yeah.
That. Yo, the new Madden 2020 is actually really good.
Oh yeah, for real. My brother's got it, but I'm switching to PS4, so I'm waiting to cop that.
I got Madden last year, and I just played it like maybe 3 times. I'm so busy, I never play it again. I have no time for that.
I'm in college, man. At night, me and my friends are just like, want to play Madden. So this is the prime time for me to get on the sticks. Speaking of that, teams that should. I don't even know why I said speaking of that. We're not speaking of anything. We're switching to baseball. Let's do a baseball. Red Sox, pretty much done. Get swept by the Rays, swept by the Yankees, beat the terrible, terrible Royals team, only to lose to them the next night. Red Sox, thanks for the ring last year, but let's work on what we're gonna do next year. Focusing on let's get a bullpen.
No, Dabrowski said our bullpen's fine. They're fine.
Yeah, so does my girlfriend when she's mad, dude. Nothing's fine. Nothing's ever fine.
Fine, okay?
I'm fine. I don't want to talk about it.
I know, right? They're fine. Can you leave it alone now?
Yeah.
Damn.
He gave up on the team, dude. Like he said, he wanted these. Like I get what you're saying. They have a very talented roster. They shouldn't be this bad. He's like, why would we trade for people? We have such a talented roster, which they do, but they don't have a talented bullpen. I don't know. It's just like, dude, you didn't play well for me. I'm not going to like help you guys out, which is a bad thing to do. It's pretty petty. You're a professional sports team, one of the biggest money-making sport. I think they're like number 7 all-time in the world right now, like for any sport, making that much money, and you're just not going to like help your product on the field. People still sell out Fenway games.
They won last year. They don't care. They'll regroup and win in 2-3 years. They don't care.
Yeah, this is such a team that like they win one year, they suck the next year. They win one year, they suck the next year. So inconsistent. Speaking of the Fenway Park, and you say they sell it out every single like day. Tyler, are you a big fan of Fenway Park? Because this is something I was rambling about last week, and I had no help whatsoever. But do you like Fenway Park? Do you like going there as a fan?
Yeah, it's an old stadium, but like I don't know, it's kind of like a museum. It's kind of cliche to say it, but it's like that old and it's like pretty cool. But I know a lot of people hate it. Like they say it's like the worst park in the world. I'm like, that's just not a right statement. It's like history. And it's cool. It's like I like it a lot.
What's cool about Fenway is the area. The vibe of the Fenway area is just
as soon as you get a
part of Boston.
I think it sucks. They need to destroy that place. Yeah, it could be a museum.
They were supposed to like years ago, right?
Nostalgia, dude.
Was gonna sink it or something.
Screw your nostalgia. I go up there as a fat man. I can't even sit in my seat, dude. I'm at a weird angle. Like, it's just not comfortable.
Right. And well, if I turn sideways, you can't even see me. So, like, I don't have that problem. Like,
yo, they redid Gillette, and now it's sick.
They're redoing the Garden, right?
Yeah. Well, no, they're adding an addition.
They're actually adding, and they're making the seats smaller in the Garden.
Yeah.
Not good in the New England area for all the fat men.
Yeah. Body by Bud might have to be body by I don't know, something else. But yeah, I like Fenway. But I went to the Paw Sox game, shot a video. Go check it out. Ride the Wave Media. It's somewhere on that page.
You got a little hate on that. Some people said you were like really awkward the way you were talking.
Right, there was one guy I knew. I will say,
was it Brendan Alexander?
Nah, that kid can kick rocks. I don't care what he says. But no, I was looking back on it. It was the first time I'd done it in like a year. Like I do it at school a lot. For not gonna plug for a large media company. Yeah, I don't know if we want a free ad. Yeah, so for Barstool, I do it a lot at school. Haven't done it in a while. Then, in case you couldn't tell, I picked probably the weirdest like 8 people in the park. I was like, oh my god, like we just couldn't hit a winner. They got me some solid answers though.
I like that short kid. He was just, I don't know. There was like something about him. I don't even know who it was, like a redhead kid or something like that.
Oh, with the glasses.
Yeah, he was funny.
His entire family, like. Everybody. He must have came with a bus. They were just surrounding the camera, taking videos and everything, and it was like, follow Ride the Wave Media, and I don't think any of them did, but I'm like, all right. Like, you can check the video. Like, I'm telling you, this is where it's going to be posted.
Hey, you know what? At least you have the balls to go out there and go do a video, but this guy has more time to go make a little shitty background Hag versus Boston's big wannabe 3, and he coming out here and shitting all over us.
Yeah,
no time to make videos.
See how good I am? See how good I am? You guys do the work. I'm out here. Hag, why aren't you out here grinding? You know what I was doing last week? I was vacationing. It was my birthday. I was up in the mountains kicking back, bro. And you guys are out here grinding. Keep grinding, bro. Keep doing it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I mean, that's a take for sure.
Speaking of takes, speaking about Barstool, what do you think about Prez 316 versus Stone Cold Steve Austin? Who does it better? This guy comes out here with the whole getup, dude. Stone Cold Steve Austin's been around way longer than Prez 316.
No, yeah, I'll take you in that. He has bad shoulder.
He dropped the beard, dude. He was like taking the beers out.
Yeah.
Not a good look, dude. You don't do that in front of the king of beer drinking.
Is there anyone better? Frank Gallagher, Shameless, pretty good at it.
That's good. I'm watching Shameless right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I just watched Euphoria. Did you guys ever watch that?
Yeah, that show.
Did you finish it?
Nah, I watched the first episode. I want to continue it tonight.
It's like my favorite. It's like the most like show I've ever focused on. Didn't even check my phone once for any episode. I'm not sure if you saw how the finale went with like people talking about it. I won't say anything.
I haven't. Is it a good finale? Is it good?
It's not great.
All right, I'll figure it out. I'll find out.
What do you think GRD's watching right now?
Dude, I don't know.
Paint dry.
Yo, this is a public service announcement from your boy GRD. We flaked on this podcast. We out here. Later.
All right, and then in terms of hockey, let's do a hockey. That's it. Nah, just kidding. Bruins Warrior, happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday, Bruins Warrior, the guy who killed the entire Stanley Cup. The guy who's a gift. He's a gift. He's all over the place, man.
What is he? If you type in Bruins fan and you just see the tattooed maniac with the Bruins tattoos and Ultimate Warrior face paint, that's our guy. And there's no one else is going to take him.
I want to go lift with them and bring this while we lift. This is what's going to spot us.
This is a shrine.
This is the shrine.
And also shout out to Bruins Warrior during the whole training camp thing. Like he was out there both at the in-stadium practice, the first day of training camp, I hope, and at the Cardboard promotions event. So I will
say, I typed this in the chat a while ago. I don't think he gets enough credit. Like this dude goes everywhere and he just straight up makes people happy. Like he brings energy all the time.
The top dogs, they give him credit, dude. We know what Bruins Warrior
does. What
the hell he does, dude. Like, you know.
I followed him around, man. It was fun. It was an experience.
Dude, I've never met him. I do want to meet him. Is he going to the tattoo event? I'm sure.
Yeah, that tattoo event's like all over the place right now. This is I keep getting denied everything I do. They're all holding me back, man. But it's again Babs versus everybody. But no matter what, we're going to be doing the unveiling on the 22nd.
I was going to say, you could always do it like the day before and just host a tailgate.
We'll be doing it. Don't worry about it. Things are getting done. I'm scrambling right now. I'm sweating a lot.
All right, let's do this. If no, we can't because I made fun of you for a tattoo bet. I was going to say, if the Raiders don't go +7 wins, I get to do your tattoo. I can draw though, so like you're good. I'll make it look clean.
No, you have to actually physically put the tattoo on me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just free sketch it out. I make that look good. I can't say it would be great, but it'd be pretty good. But anyone? Oh wait, did you get questions? I forgot.
I did have questions. I have a couple. You're an idiot because I told you to go post that.
It's just still uploading. So
I don't get why you don't listen to me more often. It was Friday afternoon. You're talking to me about doing this podcast, and I said, hey, you need a Mac to do what you're doing. And you're just like, no, we don't. 5 days later.
I thought he said the editing part.
5 days. Dude, I told you straight up. I said that you need a Mac to do this.
And you know what I found? You know what I found? I found a free way to do it.
Yeah, and then somehow this is going to end up getting screwed up anyways. We just wasted our time sitting here.
No, it's still recording. We're good.
And you just said that because now that YouTube's going to find out, they're going to end up taking it down. I do have a couple questions here. I got about 12 questions. We're just going to look through it. Timmy Boom Sauce, how was the doghouse without the Bud Lattes, Tyler? He's pretty much assuming that you had no Bud Lattes in there while you're in the doghouse.
Dan Shade drank them all.
You let a 15-year-old drink them all.
Buddy, they were empty by that guy.
Dude, this is why we don't allow minors to do certain things. Like as a group, we don't want minors to travel because of people like you that are just gonna feed beers to a 15-year-old. Like we'd be smarter.
Yeah, hey, he's a grown adult man. No, Doghouse is a good time. I'd highly recommend it.
Apple Bomb 324. Will the Red Sox make the playoffs?
The Apple bomb, go switch your name and then go say, look at yourself in the mirror and ask that again. And then look at the Red Sox record and how they've been playing. And then ask it one more time.
Bro, you know what sucks, dude? Every podcast we've been like, dude, all right. So they're 10 games out. They're only 8 games out of the division. They're 2 games out of the wild card. And then all of a sudden, at that Yankee series, they literally lose like fucking 10 games straight. And it's like, yeah, they're like 20 games out of the division. They're like 10 games out of the wild card. What a stupid turnaround that was. That was the worst timing to do that. If there's any timing in baseball, I've said this so many times, and you can clip this all together. Talk to me at the end of July. Talk to me in August. That's the time. And I literally watched the whole Red Sox season just crumble 1 week like that. Seriously, and if they won a hot streak, then they would be in the playoffs. It's just so stupid. Your boy at Ride the Wave MLB. And shout out to all the Ride the Wave people that are watching this. Change your freaking names. I told you so many times we're supposed to do this. Come up with something original.
Later. Yeah, good point.
How many times do I have to come out and say things? Do you know how pissed off?
Since the first day.
Now. How many times? I've been so pissed off this last week for all the shit that's been going on with Ride the Wave. Everyone's getting a little too content right now. Everyone's getting too content. It's
too comfortable.
It's like, dude, there's important shit coming up in the next couple of weeks. You better be on your A game because I'm ready to cut people again. I'm ready to just start gutting people out. You know why? Because right here, your boy, Brendan Whataby, who said, hey, y'all ready for a comeback of the year when I get back to Ride the Wave next week? Brendan Whataby, a guy who came to me personally and said, hey, Brian, listen, I'm taking
Wait, this is breaking news? Brandon's coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back next week.
Big Brandon guy. He's a star.
Yeah. 100%. I am too. I am 100% Big Brandon. And he came out to me and said, Brian, I need the summer off. I'm going to go do this, this, and this. I still want to be part of the Sox team. You do that to me. I respect that. Okay. You're going to stay with us. You're going to be in the emails. We're going to be in all this and that. You're going to see what's going on. And now all of a sudden, this guy's like, hey, get ready for my return next week. Boom. That makes me hyped up.
Yeah, the glass shattering.
This is like WWE. Yeah, it's like Raw right now. It's like the return next week of Brendan Whataby. Like, I can't wait for him to come back. And you know what? Screw those people that have been working with us. That you're getting content with what you're doing, dude. Like, don't.
I've said ever since the very, very first day, get on Apple.
Yeah.
Sox Report is the only show on Apple. That's because I put them there. Granted, this hasn't been on Apple because we had to have Jarody get a mic. Jarody gets a mic. He just leaves the show. So this will probably be on Apple. But everyone else, dude, I've been saying this since March 16th. Get on Apple. It's not that hard, dude. I sent an email. There's a million YouTube videos. There's 1,000 ways to get on Apple. But I was like, nah.
I'm in the business of just saying, go do it. Just do it. Like Nike. Just do it. Just get things done. Just go out there and do something. Don't complain to me that you need permission for something. Don't go out there and say, I was waiting for you. I'm already busy as is. I've been freaking having this whole calendar right here going over stuff because I have so much stuff coming up as the Spike King, not even Ride the Wave, that I can just do and hit on. And it's just like, don't wait for me. Just go get it done. All right, next question. I just deleted this. Let's see. This is Derek Smith 8. Will Kemba's jersey end up being retired?
You mean Antoine Walker's jersey? No, neither will.
Sorry, no. Here's Casey Barnacle 49. Should parents still allow their kids to play tackle football? I think Hag, you should take this one.
I don't know, man. It depends on who you ask. I think flag football is a great alternative, but down south, man, that stuff's religion. And those kids grow up learning how to hit, how to be aggressive. They're thoroughbreds, dude, down there. So it's a different vibe. Up here, I have seen the transition of more parents putting their kids through flag because it's safer and they can still develop the talent. And then once they get into high school, they'll maybe enlist them in high school football. But like, I don't know, man.
I say yes, dude.
If my kid wants to play football or flag football, I'll let them choose. But whatever they want to do, like
this is why you still play normal football. I played from first grade to whatever. I broke my jaw, couldn't play in high school. But every single August 1st to like December 31st, you'd spend every single day with the same group of people. And there's like life lessons to be taught, not even just straight up football. Like literally, like, I still am best friends with all the kids I play football with today. Like, you grow up, like, learning how to have each other's backs, learning how to, like, carry yourself after a loss or a win or everything like that. Like, football is so much bigger than just a sport. Like, it literally, like, you shaped all these, like, wicked young kids into becoming, like, actual people to keep them out of trouble. If you got in trouble in school, everybody would run. Everybody would do workouts. I say keep football. You keep the tradition going. It's not everybody dies. Nobody dies from, like, football. Like, yeah, there's side effects with concussions and stuff. Like, you can learn how to hit. It's a safe sport. People keep playing for a reason. They're making it safer and safer every year. You can barely tackle the quarterback. By the time I have a kid, football probably won't exist. And if it does, it's going to be like flag football with a helmet.
So when I was with Jake Seymour and we were doing, we were Jake Santos. I'm sorry. We were Jake Santos and we were doing the Jake's Mission for Teddy's team. And, he wants to start playing football. He's at that young age, 9, 10 years old. So Teddy asked Teddy about it. And Teddy said, he's like, I don't want to talk about it. It's something that it's up to the parent and what they see. I think that in studying things, I'm not a football player. Like I've never played the game or anything like that, but your brain is still developing. I think that you can still play high school. And I think where high school should be the tackle football. And that's when you actually start developing your body. But what they should be doing for the younger kids is like the flag football. Start developing the X's and O's. Start developing how do you run routes. Start developing certain situations and things like that.
Do you know what they have been doing up here, though? So Pop Warner kind of doesn't really exist all that much anymore. It's AYF, like American Youth Football. You don't have to make a weight. Like, you can just play with kids your age. But when you're, like, really, really young, like I started first grade, like I said earlier. But, like, now the first is, like, third grade now. They only wear shoulder pads and a helmet. It basically wrap up, and as soon as there's like a wrap, the ref calls a whistle. There's no tackling or anything like that. So it's like you just get the fundamentals. Head up, wrap them. It's different.
I think that they should try to develop more into rugby style, where rugby you're not wearing helmets because then your mindset's like I don't want to lean in.
It's more like like the old school like leatherhead helmet, stuff like that. Just kind of like a wrestling helmet.
Yeah, exactly. I just think that kids should still learn the game and learn how to develop and all that. But I mean, no matter what, football is always going to exist because of the South. And there's no knock to the South or anything like that, but they're big football down there. It's big football down in the Southern Belt, man. Because you know what? Families rely on their kids to be like, hey, this. You know how parents push their kids to become something? They push them to become football players or basketball players. Whatever it is. That's the only way out of this situation. So that's actually a good question, Casey Barnacle 49. Stairway to 7th. Why can't Tyler figure out Boston's Big Three live? What the fuck is this? Barstool ? Well, Barstool ended up becoming a multi-million-dollar company. So maybe we're doing something right, Tyler. Maybe you not figuring it out might lead to something down in the future.
This will be a story about, hey, remember that time I went solo in Boston's Big Three? So what's this kid's name?
Stairway to 7th.
I hope you fall down those stairs, dude. Go kick rocks.
Will Home 1129. How many years till Edelman retires?
2. Once Brady's gone, he's gone.
Yeah, once Brady's over, I think Edelman just got that little extension. I think that's it for Edelman. What do you think, Hag?
Yeah, he's had a good career. A lot of highlights. Definitely will be in the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Is he a regular Hall of Fame? There's a debate every single day.
100%. Yeah, he'll be in there.
So, yeah.
He'll be in there. And that's a question. And that's a question, Tyler, that's been talked about during the weekend. You know what? A little inside. I mean, I was at Canton. I was there for the actual Hall of Fame. So then you start getting to talk to these people that know all about it. Edelman is going to be a Hall of Famer. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? Not yet. We'll see what happens this year. But for the fact of him having to touch Jerry Rice's record, which he can break Jerry Rice's postseason record. He has a absolute say in the Hall of Fame. Not a first ballot, maybe not, but the rings back it up, a Super Bowl MVP backs it up, and the record backs up. You can say, oh, well, any Super Bowl MVP can get in. No, because Deion Branch won Super Bowl MVP. He's not a Hall of Famer, but Edelman will have records to show that he's that guy to be in the Hall of Fame. Again, not first ballot, but he's going to get someone that you put him in a class, depending on who's in that class, you'll be like, no, he deserves to be in there, 100%. Moving on. Again, I'm sorry. Lucas Smith, 84. Thoughts on Josh Gordon's pending reinstatement? Huge fan of the show.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks, bro.
I picked him up in fantasy. First on the waiver wire. So I mean, like maybe if he comes back, I don't know. I don't think he'll come back. If they give him a suspension, make it like 10 games, so we have him for the playoffs and everything. I don't know. I don't see him coming back. In all honesty,
Depends on the stipulation.
His appeal should just be a picture of Tyreek Hill sent to Roger Goodell. Like, you let this schmuck back into the league, and you're not going to let him because he had a quote-unquote drug problem. We only know he smoked weed, which is now legal. So
the Hook Eric from the Hook Boston actually did like a little 2-minute, 3-minute video about Josh Gordon. It was very insightful about his history growing up, his upbringing, and he's been dealing with alcoholism and drugs for his whole entire life throughout high school and college. I feel bad. It makes you feel bad for Josh Gordon because of he had to play those games in Cleveland High, or he had to play them drunk, and he's still a top athlete. Did
you hear what he did in Baylor?
What?
Every single class, he would go to class with those Minute Maid lemonade bottle things and be all vodka lemonades.
Yeah, and it's sad, and it's just that the fact that I think this is the best organization, and he's got Tom Brady behind him, and Tom Brady's rooting for him to try to go through rehab. I mean, here's the thing too: Josh Gordon's training. You've seen videos of him, and he's still a beast. He's still out there, and he's still ready to go. And it's just that the NFL is like, hey, you got a lot of attention on you. Do we really want you to do this? I mean, I still don't know about that whole situation last year where all of a sudden he had a mental relapse and that he had to step away from football. I feel like that's some sort of Patriot conspiracy in there. They said, hey, we're shutting you down for the season. We get to save a draft pick because you didn't play X amount of weeks, and we'll talk to you next year. There's got to be something there for that. I just don't get it. But he's probably gone through rehab. We don't have much insight on this. He will be back this season. The fact is this. How crazy is this? That you have a chance to have both Josh Gordon and Rob Gronkowski come back this season. And then the defense has beefed it up this year. That team's going to be unstoppable. I don't like to say this, but the Patriots could be 16-0 this season. If the Patriots have everything going right for them in September, in some reason that they go 4-0, they literally have a chance to go 16-0 with 2 returns like that. It's nuts. Josh Gordon, Gronk, dude. I just don't get it. You have the chance to do that. You have 2 players that if those guys were on any other team would be the absolute stud, a game changer. And the Pats yeah, well, we have them on retainer. We'll see what happens. And we'll see what happens in training camp. We'll see who makes it, who doesn't make it. We'll see if any tight ends come up here. They don't come up here. You could have Ben Watson and Gronk. You have N'Keal Harry, Josh Gordon. Demaryius Thomas getting cut. Demaryius Thomas ain't making the team. Inman might not make the team. You have Edelman. Dorsett will have a big year. Dorsett's on a contract. Yeah, this team has it, dude. This team's going back to the Super Bowl. Dude.
Imagine if that was your top receivers. You had Gronk, Gordon, Edelman, N'Keal Harry.
And Dorsett. Don't sleep on
And James White off the backfield.
And you have James White, Rex Burkhead, Damian Harris, Sony Michel,
Jeremy Hill.
And he's done. And then your offensive line that gets no love. Shaq Mason,
Joe
that
line is money.
Marcus Cannon, David Andrews, and then we'll see what Isaiah Wynn does. Let's see what he ends up doing. But guess what? Trent Brown, he was good, but was also a turnstile last year. No love to Joe Tooney last year. Shaq Mason, all those guys to step it up. They have Scarnecchia. This team still has it. This team has it on both sides of the ball, dude. So, I don't know. We just rant and rave about the Patriots right there. Let's get into a little special R-rated moments now. We have 2 questions that we're going to come through right here.
All right, let's wrap up with these 2.
All right, yes. Number 1, R. Capola 89. Tyler, why does Tyler hold a mic like it's an eggplant emoji?
Hold what you want. You hold what you want, man. Who said that?
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. I'm going like this, and then he's asking why you hold it like that. I think he's.
Hey, shocking! He didn't DM me this. If you're gonna talk smack, dude, my DMs are always wide open. The only thing taking up my DMs are these take off my pants Russian spy things. I'd see it.
You might put a Man Crush Monday up there with you. The other one,
if he's asking, man, he's obviously interested.
T ran 781. What's your cutoff age for banging a MILF? What would you say, Tyler?
I don't know.
It's just like dead air.
He's like, I have no idea.
Wow, what's yours?
So what would you consider a MILF? Like, there's MILF.
There's the difference between like that and a teen mom.
Teen mom? Well, teen mom.
18, like
but
you're
that's
a mom.
still mom, right? So
Yeah.
18-year-old could be a MILF, right? If she has a kid.
They could be a mistake.
What do you mean it's a mistake?
Nobody plans to have a kid at 18.
Well, unless you're being featured on Teen Mom, then you're obviously going to try to have a kid just to be on MTV. I'd say the cutoff's like, it's got to be like 45, right?
Yeah, I was gonna go 50.
Oh, you're going a little bit higher. So then you'd become a GILF after that, right?
65 and over.
So then what's going to be in between 50 and 60? 5.
Purgatory.
Like, you don't exist until you hit a certain age. Like, you hit the cutoff. You hit there's your cliff, and then there's
the grave, and then come back as a ghost. I don't know.
You can't handle the X-rated content here, huh?
I keep it PG, dude.
I mean, that's
that's
PG-13. Is MILF a bad word, dude? How about Stifler, dude? This guy's Stifler in American Pie back in 1999. Where has America come from, dude? We grew up on those movies back in the 90s, and all of a sudden we become so PC nowadays that you can't come out and say certain words. Like, it's just, come on. Grow up.
I never said I wouldn't say it, dude. I was. We've also been going for an hour and 11. I've been trying to wrap this up. So, yeah. Do you have any more questions that you want to get to, or nah? You bang them all out.
I mean, I can rant for 51 minutes straight. It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, let's not do that. So this has been episode 7. Thank you, GRD, for making an appearance. It was nice having your presence for a total of 3 minutes.
Don't worry, you got the muscle.
Yeah,
the muscle of RTW.
We got Mr. Arts and Crafts Hag coming on the program. I'm sure he'll be back. He didn't make that sign just to come on once, I hope. So
we'll
have a new sign next time. We'll see what you clowns come up with. It might be the Boston 2 party soon, dude.
To be honest, I might just come out with my own spinoff after doing this and just be the King's Corner, because I know that I'm way better than what the Boston's Big 3 is. I'm the Hollywood superstar here.
Oh, man.
Good luck getting it on air, dude. Find a producer, man.
Yeah, good luck finding a producer. Tyler's out.
All right,
this guy can't even give me clips when I ask him for clips.
YouTube blocked live stream.
All you do is excuses, dude. That's all.
I give you legitimate reasons, and I found a way to do this all.
Why don't you call up YouTube and get a statement as to why they blocked it?
Yeah, get a press release,
Mr. YouTube. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Hope you guys kind of like this version. We did a little different. Again, brought to you by Ride the Wave, sponsored by 10100. Check them all out, and we'll see you guys next week and continue to ride the wave. Stop recording.